Here we are, vlog 15, making our apologies for the delay. It's a one-man operation. Whilst got your attention, t-shirts, hit the link below, grab a couple, all helps me get across the island and do my thing. I hope you enjoy what I've put together for this one. So the first heavy press session of the training block. Granted, last Saturday, I did a 120 kilo street press. And it felt quite comfortable. There was definitely more there, but there's no need to kill myself. It's early days again. The body's still recovering a bit. Still, the joys of getting older. I won't say I'm old yet because there'll be people out there who will laugh at me. You're not that old. Getting older. So yeah. Doing one of my favourite movements tonight, that being the log press. So, I need a better transition word. Potentiation tonight involved band and tricep extension on both arms, IYTs, and some band rows. Band tricep extension, gotta get the triceps warm because they're gonna be doing most of the work. IYTs, they help with scapular articulation and hopefully down the track, creating more stability in the overhead position. And then band rows, I find for me personally, it helps get my lats and upper back nice and warm. Because when you're cleaning the log, or lapping the log even, the first part of movement is a shrug and retraction of your scap to get a nice high shoulder position. So if that's cold, especially tonight, where it is very wet and rainy, might do myself a mischief, and I don't want to do that. So, by doing these, all those three movements, for the potentiation, I tend to find that when I start lifting, I'm feeling pretty good. The only other shortcoming at the moment with my body is my hips. I'm quite jammed up, mainly because a lot of the work I do is sitting at the moment. I don't want to be sitting all the time, but that seated position tends to screw with your hips a bit, so very stiff. Just on the roller a bit, give them a wee stretch, show them some love and attention they probably deserve. And then we get into some log pressing. So I can start with push press, then we'll move on to some strict press as the first bit of the assistance work. And then I'll probably go on to some cable triceps of some description and get that nice and heavy, probably look at a decent set between 5 and 8 reps, maybe a couple of sets of that, pending how it feels. That's the plan tonight. So the good idea fairy strikes, I believe my PR for 120, which is what's loaded here at the moment, is 3 reps. Now I don't recall if I wore elbow sleeves with that or not, but I'm going to give it a go, try and beat 3 reps tonight with no elbow sleeves, because I would really love to get the 4th log for World's Natural Strongman. Given that the natural world record for the 105, so the log press, is something in the realms of 141, so they're teetering on their world record weight. So I'd just love to hit that, get all 4 logs in the sequence. Got 8 weeks to build up.
which if I start hitting those sorts of numbers, and I do decide to do static monsters, which at the moment I'm still pretty keen to do. That will be the 5th comp for the year, and it is probably the heaviest that I imposed it on myself, knowingly. The log press training I'm doing at the moment will set me up nicely for that. To overlead new total and beat my 530 that I set in London last year as a 105. Now that wasn't entirely horrible. If I hadn't have blown out so much air between the 4th rep and attempting the 5th, I think I might have got the 5th rep. But I was starting to get lightheaded. I was starting to get lightheaded. I didn't feel like passing out in my own gym, unsupervised. As you may have noticed, I'm now wearing elbow sleeves. I'm going to go at 120 again. Still loaded. See if I can match the 4. See if I can get 5. I'm not sure what's going to happen because normally I don't double dip on my top working sets. But what the hell? It's week 1. I can get away with it. So I know the way I do my tricep extensions with this apparatus probably isn't the most optimal if you want to be an exercise purist. By having that lean forward at the hip, I can really control the eccentric portion, which eccentric, if you don't know, means lengthening the muscle under load. So as I come down, the concentric being shortening the muscle on the load, so that tricep extension, concentric, extend through the triceps, have a little squeeze at the bottom, and then under load, I'm controlling that eccentric to get a nice stretch at the top. Now I find with the lean forward, as it gets heavier, I really get to work that midsection. So I'm getting a double whammy here. I'm working my midsection, maintaining that position, that non-economical position. I'm getting some really good length through my triceps under control. And the other thing too, with the way these cables are, because unlike a commercial gym pulley setup, where you have one at the bottom and it controls the weight stack, because normally they're on 2 metal runners, they're not just a free swinging piece of cable with an attachment to put some plates on. I find if I start blasting away at the reps, this thing just swings like mad. So it forces you to control your reps. Now I feel like with this, particularly from the tricep side and the tricep development, with how I've managed to add 15 kilos to my bench press in 12 months, given up until last year I considered myself an absolutely horrible bench presser, because on a really, really good day I could hit 160, and that was perfect condition, slept, fat, all that stuff. Towards the end of my last powerlifting prep, I was repping the 160, 165, and I managed to hit 180 kilos in the competition. And I think I attest a lot of it to the way I do my tricep extensions and the way I do my tricep work, where it's all about the controlled eccentric, which I believe it's why I tend to favour this, and then the dead stop tricep extensions as well, which is another good favourite. It hurts a lot. I find that when I find an exercise that hurts those smaller muscles, I tend to stick to them until I stop hurting them. But as long as you continue to push your accessories, they should always cause some sort of DOMs to a degree. So don't be lazy with your accessories is definitely one thing I'll continue to reiterate. And I know there are days where it gets to the end of your workout and you've already been in the gym for like an hour and a half and you're fucking over it. Program yourself better. Ask your coach, if you have a coach, to give you shorter sessions, because an hour and a half is too fucking long. You can't maintain that intensity the entire time. It'll be tempered through exercise selection and willingness to be there. Granted, there are exceptions to the rule. There's always exceptions to the rule. I'm not going to be ignorant to that. The people that probably put their hand in their heart and be like, I can be a savage for 2 hours every day in the gym. Cool story, bro. I applaud you. You're a genetic freak. How about you try and relate yourself to the rest of us humans? Anywho, I'm gonna do some more tricep extensions. There wasn't much in the way of commentary from the last session, but finally getting a couple of lads to train with on a Saturday, which I'm more than happy with. Keeps it really fun, mixes it up a bit than sitting here at 8 o'clock at night grinding away by myself. It's been a common theme for quite a while now. So company is good, so I hope you enjoyed that little montage of the Saturday Strongman that I put together. The next couple of weeks or so I'll probably be training Saturday and Sunday. Try and simulate comp fatigue, probably doing the events in the order as well. Just slowly build up to it. Continentals are still a bane of my pitiful existence. Probably just need to be a little more aggressive. Try to do the transfer from belly/belt to the front rack. Alright, time to work on that. I'll definitely drill it a lot more with my press sessions, even if it is not the press itself, but just getting used to the continental clean, if you want to call it a clean. But tonight it's back to a heavy hinge session. So I'm going to start off with some front squats to just get the knees going. They've been neglected. I felt like swinging on the rotation. Then moving on to my deadlift. Go a little bit heavier than last week. Hopefully the body is feeling better. It's just taking longer than I anticipated from the powerlifting meet to last week. I only trained 3 times. Just purely on the fact that The nervous system was feeling good, but the body, when it came to having a really hard brace, it just still felt tired. Which again, if you know anything, that is definitely nervous system, that feeling of tiredness. But we'll see how we go tonight. With any luck, it'll definitely be better. Oh, I'm rounding out the session tonight after deadlifting. There'll just be some heavy rowing. Get used to being in that hinged position, stabilising some weight. Probably Penlay rows if I'm going to do a row. They're a lot of fun. Should be able to get close to your bench press off the ground with a bit of body English. And for those who don't be so polite, cheating. Don't mind cheating in strongman. It's all over the place. It all's got transference. It's just a matter of application and when. Normally that jump from 70 to 120 the front squat isn't too bad from what I remember. Today it was awful, and that's purely because my midsection still isn't 100% recovered. So I felt like I was working a lot harder than what it has in the past. So I'm belting up fairly early for this. Should make it feel a bit better. Doesn't have to work as hard, but still be working. Aiming for the sets of 5. That's the plan. Just go for a set of 5 until I can't do 5, or I feel like the next set I'll miss. So that's the intention, is to keep nailing 5 until I can't. Be nice to get around the 160, 170 mark. I'm not sure. I haven't done these in quite some time. So I'm quite curious to see what I get on the front squat for a set of 5 tonight. So this recovery bit is definitely taking longer than anticipated. It's just the midsection, it just feels so flogged out right now. And it's something I'm definitely not used to or have accounted for when lining up the competitions I'm doing this year. Someone who was smart probably would have been like, you're doing a world level competition, don't worry about doing nationals, it's not worth the impost on the body. But I want to do nationals, I have a title to defend, I was around a really good bunch of people. Yes, I'm paying for it now, I'm still training to some degree, not to the same intensity that I would like. Everything else that goes on in life, kids, family time, work, having to sleep right and eat right, so on and so forth. You can list numerous things, but they're not excuses, they are factors. And what I didn't factor in was, like I was saying before, that recovery time after nationals. So it's probably going to be a case of spending these 3 to 4 weeks trying to recuperate the body, spending 3 weeks absolutely sending it to try and time it right so I can extrapolate as much strength potential as possible come competition day. After, again, factors I'm going to have to deal with, travelling by myself, having to find my way to Galway, getting over jet lag, getting my nutrition right again whilst I'm in country. All these things that I have to consider because I'm inexperienced in that field, which is why I'm trying to do this and gain as much experience as possible. So when I do decide to go out there and promote that I have the right tickets to be a coach, that I've got the experience and the knowledge that I can be like, I have done this, I've experienced that these are things we're going to have to consider, these are things we're going to have to plan for, and provide the correct advice. Or as close to what I know is the correct advice at the time to the people that decide that I'm the right person to guide them through their training journey and help them achieve the goals they set themselves. So that's why I'm doing this. Because at the moment I can say I've experienced shift work, being a shift worker, experienced the rigours of military life, experienced the rigours of a large family life and everything that imposes, especially young families, and working full time, trying to start a side business, still training at a high level. So I do have experience in some things. There's a few other boxes I need to tick before I can say, hey, I know a thing or two sometimes. Listen to me or don't, it's entirely up to you. Like everyone else, I'm just trying to navigate my world, navigate my way around the industry and this world, whilst achieving the goals that I set myself. I have my belt set on chonky boy settings, which essentially all that means is I'm a bit fluffy around the midsection. I'm using an underbelt. Really good for strongman because it keeps the spine really toasty. And if you're listening closely with this set, you can hear the church bells jingle, because there's nothing better. Well, there's a number of things better, but right now, in this very moment, there's nothing better than cast iron plates just jingling away as you rep out some mad deadlifts. See? Mad deadlifts. Getting other bits and pieces like the walk in, walk out, because sometimes there's a freeze frame that I can use for
No, Ali, I think Gabby. Gabby!
freeze
Gabby!
frame. What?
Gabby!
Yeah, that's where I call more just from all the footage. It's like, I have got one where I'm like. So the best mate at the powerlifting comp, there's one where he's like getting his medal and he's turning around and he's like.
Yeah, I got it.
You're walking, Dad. like walking. Because I need a big fight for you like that.
Oh, pinchies! Yeah, I got this time. Yeah.
So it's just this is like where you're.
Yeah, it's the transition.
Give that back to me. Leave it.
Ow. Lots of owies. Owies.
What are you lost?
Why? Exercising.
What did you lost, Billy?
Hey, touch. Yeah, from that.
Because it's fairly heavy.
What?
Yeah, but as I was throwing forward, it's like... That brings my 16th vlog to a close. If you made it this far, thanks heaps for watching. You are appreciated. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Links below for apparel and helping me get across the island, as well as my Instagram and that sort of thing. I'm having a lot of fun doing this, at the same time having to find time to edit and put it together. But it is a good learning experience. Looking back on the very first one I ever did, it was woeful. Could really tell the autism was coming out. I feel like I'm getting better with this slowly, talking in front of cameras to myself. The only thing I haven't gotten around yet is having this demeanour and talking to the camera when I'm training with other people that aren't my wife. That's the next hurdle to get across. You might be able to start seeing me tackle it with a few strongman Saturdays when I start getting random, or not random, but other people that aren't the norm to my environment coming in. I'll get over myself eventually. It's all about that self-improvement, making yourself uncomfortable in situations. I'm not too bad in the public speaking front. I feel like I'm getting better, putting myself out there as a content creator, and I'm just vlogging it because I figured this would be more fun to showcase what I do, try and capture a bit of my personality, and spend less time in front of a computer typing. So that's where I'm at. So once again, thanks for watching. Till next time, peace out.